but now that you are back home, we want to create something with spring veggies, which you're going to do, and you're going to wrap them up in a crepe.
Yeah,
everything is good in a crepe.
And I planned it perfect because when I went away, things were just starting to happen. I got back, and it's all here.
It's all here.
I mean, you know, it's after the winter, and I mean, you know, this root vegetables are great. You know, turnips and things like that.
Right.
But I need some color, you know, and it's all green right now. So what I wanted to do was really capture that in just a nice, simple crepe. But of course, it's really healthy.
Yeah.
So we had to ruin that by throwing some butter in here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of veggies. Throw that butter in there.
No, but I mean, I think the thing is butter just really rounds things out, gives it great flavor. But you can see, and we're going to be talking a little lessons later on about how to blanch or roast and or braise and things like that.
Okay.
But I've gone through and captured all those fresh spring vegetables. We've got asparagus. But here's the thing. It's always, there's two different types of asparagus. You get the really thick ones or the thin ones.
Yeah.
And everybody always asks me, which ones should I get? Put both in.
Right.
The only thing you got to be aware of is the thicker ones have more of a woodier stem, so you should peel them down.
Got it.
The thin ones you don't have to. You can just ready to go, right?
Different flavor profile for those two different?
More crunchy.
Well, okay.
I think I personally believe that the thinner ones are a little sweeter, but I think that could be debated.
Okay.
But I like the thinner ones if you want something more delicate, and then if you want that asparagus, go with the thicker ones. This you don't really see it too much because it's blanched, but it's what a purple asparagus.
Oh,
so it has a little purple to it. White asparagus, a whole new flavor altogether.
Yes.
Takes a lot longer to cook, but really great flavor. Okay. And I'm just going to throw in some garlic over here while we're talking.
Nice.
I start everything off with garlic and shallots because
you have to. It's just what we expect from you.
Well, but I think the thing is you can walk into someone's house when they're sautéing shallots and garlic, and right away you just feel like you got a warm hug.
Eat. It's just so good.
It just brings things. I mean, I can throw asparagus in, so toast it off, it'd be great, but this would bring it together. And then the wild leeks or ramps, and I just lightly blanch those, ready to go. Fiddleheads are always the fun thing this time of year.
Yeah, do we have is it a really short season?
Oh, I think it's like 6 weeks or something like that. It feels like it's
so rare.
You can get them frozen almost all year round, but the fresh ones are amazing. Again, great textures, and all the mushrooms.
Yes.
So what I've got here is some butter. I'm kind of warmed up the butter, almost like to a brown butter, shallots, garlic, and then you throw in your mushrooms.
So do you usually start with the mushrooms?
Yes.
Is it a texture thing? You should?
Well, the mushrooms would take longer to cook because I've blanched everything else. Okay. But really, it's because the mushrooms are the sponge. They're going to steal all the butter. If I throw the asparagus in there, the pan will dry up, and then I put the mushrooms in, and there's nothing to really capture.
Smart.
So what I'm doing is I'm filling those mushrooms with all those buttery flavors, you know, really kind of get it to go, come together like that. And you can see it just starts to toast a little bit. There's a little kind of browning going on.
The stomachs are growling. I can hear them, guys.
It happens, right?
Oh my God, I'm getting hungry.
But then at this point, because I blanched everything off ahead of time, now you can just literally just throw all your green vegetables in. Okay. Because you're just warming them up, you know? And I mean, there is a real good reason why we blanch, but again, I'll talk about that a little later in the show. Yeah,
it's an interesting thing, and people think, well, it's just it's a step that I can just skip, but we're going to talk about why you might want to consider doing it.
It locks in the goodies. But so now, you know, a light saute, and I love this because it's something you can prep in, you know, today, have it ready for tomorrow. You come home from work, you can put this together in 5 minutes.
You do some of these?
Yeah, you get some fiddlers in there too.
Were you saving these for the end?
No, I forgot about them.
Oh, you forgot about them?
I forgot about it. You saved me.
I got your back, man.
Yeah, you got my back. Good. But you can see, that's it. Like, that's a pretty good fricassee right there. Turn it off.
How easy is that?
And you're done, right? But the goodies is how do you serve that? I mean, you could put that on some nice fettuccine with a little bit of butter sauce, you know. But I want to do these crepes. Yeah. And to give it a little tang, a little Dijon mustard.
Nice.
You know, just spread that in there. I love the tang of mustard and asparagus. Oh yeah,
it's a good combo.
Yeah. So you just take some of these beautiful veggies, and look how you can just see it's inviting and it's healthy.
It is.
I don't know what was wrong with me.
I know what happened to you.
I don't know. I left all the bacon in Iceland. But you know, and I think it's got a nice crunch to it. The textures are good. But I thought it needed a little bit of extra kind of bite, so we've got some ricotta cheese. Yeah, good call. But actually mix lemon zest and lemon juice in there.
So good.
You know, just put a little bit of that in there.
To give it that little tartness.
And then I had some basil that I had at home that I picked last night. But why would I do that when I got Frankie's fresh basil, as long as he's not looking
to steal Frankie's, he doesn't mind.
You know, but put the fresh basil in there. Now, you can actually do these up ahead of time if you want. Yeah. And roll them up and put them in a little casserole dish like this.
I love how you fill them. You always go right to the max.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why not? You need all your vitamins and minerals from the veggies, right? Fill it up.
But you can put them in a dish like this and then just pop them in the oven and warm them up. But if you're actually plating, and doing it right away, just put it right on the plate
Gorgeous.
A few extra veggies on top, a little bit more cheese, and spring crepes.
We're going to Jason's for lunch.